Imagine a convoy of armored trucks, miles long, suddenly leaving a massive vault. That's what just happened in the Shiba Inu world. Hundreds of billions of SHIB tokens moved from Voyager Digital, a now bankrupt crypto brokerage. This isn't a routine transaction, it's a financial migration that's caught the attention of everyone from small investors to major market makers. The fear that Voyager is preparing to dump these tokens on the open market, threatening a price crash. Blockchain data shows these tokens heading to major exchanges like Coinbase, fueling speculation and anxiety. For SHIB, which relies on community sentiment and supply dynamics, this is like a major shareholder threatening to sell everything, potentially shaking the entire market. The numbers are staggering, representing a significant chunk of SHIB's circulating supply. The big question: is this the start of a massive sell-off, or is there more to the story? Let's break down what this means for SHIB holders and the broader crypto market. Picture a small town where apples are the main currency. If the largest apple warehouse goes bankrupt and starts moving its apples to the market, panic sets in. Everyone fears a price collapse. That's the SHIB situation. Voyager, after filing for bankruptcy, must liquidate assets, including a huge SHIB stash, to pay creditors. Moving tokens to exchanges like Coinbase usually signals a sale, creating what traders call sell pressure. But moving tokens doesn't always mean an immediate dump. Sometimes, it's for custody or a phased sale to avoid crashing the price. Still, the uncertainty alone can trigger panic selling, as investors rush to get ahead of a possible price drop. This is classic market psychology. Fear and speculation can move prices faster than the actual event. The Voyager transfer is a looming threat. Whether or not it rains, the dark cloud is enough to send everyone scrambling. The real impact: it's not just about the tokens, but how the community and market react to the uncertainty. If enough people believe a dump is coming, their actions can make it a reality. That's why understanding the motives and timing behind these moves is crucial for every SHIB investor. The market's next steps will be shaped as much by psychology as by actual sales. Let's see how the big players are responding. In crypto, whales are the big players whose moves can sway the entire market. The Voyager estate is a whale preparing to sell, a bearish signal. But at the same time, other whales are quietly accumulating SHIB, moving billions of tokens into private wallets. This accumulation is typically bullish, suggesting some believe SHIB is undervalued and poised for a rebound. The market is now a tug of war, Voyager's looming sell-off versus opportunistic whales betting on SHIB's future. Some whales may see the fear as overblown, or expect upcoming developments, like Shibarium, to boost prices. For regular investors, this split signals a market at a crossroads. Short-term volatility is likely, but long-term confidence remains among some of the biggest holders. The outcome? It's a battle between immediate fear and future optimism. Watch the whales. They often move before the rest of the market catches on. The next few weeks will reveal which side wins: panic selling or strategic accumulation. For now, stay alert, and don't get caught in the emotional undertow. Let's look at what could tip the balance: SHIB's evolving ecosystem. For SHIB to outgrow its meme coin roots, it needs real utility, and that's where Shibarium comes in. Shibarium is a Layer 2 blockchain designed to make SHIB transactions faster and cheaper, opening the door for real applications and games. Crucially, every transaction on Shibarium will burn a small amount of SHIB, permanently reducing supply. Think of it like destroying an apple seed every time an apple is sold. Over time, apples become scarcer and more valuable. The more Shibarium is used, the more SHIB gets burned, creating a deflationary effect. The SHIB army, one of crypto's most passionate communities, actively supports burns and adoption, fueling both hype and real progress. This combination of utility, community and deflation is what could set SHIB apart from other meme coins. But it all hinges on Shibarium's success and real-world use. If adoption takes off, SHIB's value proposition changes dramatically. The project's future now depends on more than just speculation. It's about building a sustainable ecosystem. Next, let's see how market psychology shapes SHIB's price action. Traders talk about support and resistance, the psychological floors and ceilings where prices tend to bounce or stall. Support is where buyers step in, believing the price is a bargain. Resistance is where sellers cash out, capping gains. Right now SHIB is testing a key support level after the Voyager news. If buyers, including accumulating whales, defend this floor, prices could rebound. But if fear overwhelms, support could break, turning it into a new resistance and triggering further declines. These levels work because enough traders believe in them. Market psychology in action. The current battle: bearish fear from Voyager's potential sell-off versus bullish faith in SHIB's future and ecosystem. Watching these levels gives the clearest signal of market sentiment. If support holds, it's a sign of resilience. If it breaks, brace for more downside. The next moves will be driven as much by belief as by fundamentals. So, what could the next 2 weeks look like for SHIB? With Voyager's pressure, whale accumulation, and Shibarium developments, 3 scenarios could play out for SHIB in the next 2 weeks. First, a bullish breakout. The market absorbs Voyager's selling, fear fades, and positive news about Shibarium and Burns drives prices higher. Second, sideways consolidation. Selling and buying pressures balance out, and SHIB trades in a tight range as the market waits for more clarity. Third, a bearish pullback. Voyager dumps aggressively, breaking support and triggering panic selling, sending SHIB to new lows. The outcome depends on which force, external selling or internal optimism, proves stronger. Watch for large token transfers from Voyager, price reactions at support, and any major Shibarium updates. Each news item could tip the balance. This is a critical observation period for SHIB's future. Investors should stay alert and avoid knee-jerk reactions. The next 2 weeks will test both the project's fundamentals and the community's conviction. No matter the outcome, valuable lessons will emerge for the entire crypto space. Let's zoom out for the bigger picture. The Voyager saga is more than a headline, it's a stress test for Shiba Inu's evolution. SHIB is being forced to rely less on hype and more on real utility, community strength, and ecosystem growth. How it weathers this storm will define its long-term prospects. Key signals: on-chain data from Voyager wallets, price action at support and resistance, and Shibarium's adoption and burn rate. SHIB is trying to shed its meme coin skin and become a legitimate decentralized project. The journey is tough but necessary for lasting relevance. The outcome of this chapter will shape not just SHIB but the future of meme coins in crypto. Whether you're an investor or just curious, this is a pivotal moment to watch. For more in-depth analysis, stay tuned to Crypto Insider. The next moves will reveal if SHIB can truly mature or fade into crypto history.